Very bad news has hit the Luo nation ahead of the Linda Mwananchi that is much anticipated to happen in Kisumu. The Siaya Governor James Orengo has brought the cat out of the basket by revealing what many people have been guessing and also authenticating the rumor that has been going around in Kenya over the death of Raila Odinga. In an interview by Nairobi Review by an interviewer Herman Manyura, James Orengo revealed shocking secrets of a secret meeting between William Ruto, the president of Kenya, and 4 leaders of ODM, that is the chairperson Gladys Wanga and the two deputy chairpeople, the chairpersons, and that is Simbarati, the governor of Kisii, and Abdulswamad Nasir, the governor of Mombasa, and also the Suna East Member of Parliament, Junet Mohammed. And here, this is where William Ruto gave them directions on how to finish the ODM party completely. Listen to this.
But these other decisions were manipulated and I'm sorry to say,
yes,
presided over by President Ruto. I think that the choice of the new acting party leader was Ruto's decision. And we know as a matter of fact,
yes,
that the day before that happened, President Ruto had a meeting in State House with the 2 deputy party leaders, the governor of Mombasa, the governor of Kisii, and Gladys Wanga, yes, and Junet Mohammed.
To scheme for that.
To scheme for it. And the next morning, early in the morning, before the sun actually had risen, there had a Central Committee meeting. Yes. As people were waiting, just imagine that crowd
waiting for Raila's
body to arrive. And some little cabal is
in some corner somewhere.
In some corner somewhere, making a decision about the party's
succession.
Future, the party's future. I think that was...
if whatever James Orengo is saying is true, and then this one is a deep betrayal to the person that many people looked upon. If Gladys Wanga, the chairperson, if Simbarati, Abdulswamad, and much worse, the MP of Suna East, Junet Mohammed, would do such a thing and betray Raila Odinga on the time, during the time he is dead, in fact, before even his body had reached in Kenya, is something that can never be forgiven in generations to come. And I'm very sure Raila Odinga, wherever he is resting, he is not happy. If at all they say that when someone dies, the spirit always with us who are the living, then I'm very sure the spirit of Raila Odinga is never happy with Junet Mohammed, can never be happy with Gladys Wanga, Simba Arati, and even Abdulswamad Sharif. So according to James Orengo, the 4 individuals, or rather these 4 characters, had a secret sitting with William Ruto in State House. That is in the night of the day when the body of Raila Odinga was to be brought to the country. And remember, this one explains the reason why when Edwin Sifuna was revealing that no ODM member, no ODM leader went with them to bring Baba's body, it explains why Junet Mohammed refused to go. Because according to Edwin Sifuna, when he asked Junet Mohammed, being that he was so close to Baba on all the campaigns and everything, but Junet said, no, I'm not feeling well. When he tried asking Gladys Wanga equally said she's not feeling well. Kumbe, it was a deal they had with President William Ruto. They had scheduled a meeting in State House that night. And when they reached there, that is when they were given directions on that meeting. And they were told that they should make sure Oburu Oginga is elected as the party leader, or rather unanimously chosen as the acting party leader of the Orange Democratic Movement. Number one reason why it was hurriedly done, William Ruto knew that there are some people who are very strong in ODM, the likes of James Orengo, the likes of Edwin Sifuna, the likes of Godfrey Ososi, and those people are very strong. If they take power, if they take ODM party leadership, then he is done. Now that the Mount Kenya region was slippery, or they still slippery, he was really banking on ODM through the broad-based government. And now he made sure that he could enhance, or rather ensure, Oburu Oginga is installed as the acting party leader hurriedly. Number one, because Oburu Oginga is senile, is aging, he doesn't understand so many things. And number two, people could not question Oburu Oginga because they know that that is the Luo party, that is ODM, that is, the Odinga family. So many people couldn't question so much, or that think so much into it, and that is why he was installed even before Raila Odinga's body was brought back to Kenya. So according to James Orengo, the reason why Raila Odinga, or rather why the leaders of ODM hurriedly announced Oburu Oginga as the acting party leader even before the sun had risen, it is because William Ruto had given them tough conditions. Yeah, these are some of the secrets that are well kept by the ODM people. But now that there are two factions, James Orengo has decided to give to let the cat out of the basket and give the direction, and pointing out to some of the leaders who had betrayed the ODM party. Remember, if there is someone who is so bitter with ODM being bought by William Ruto, is James Orengo. James Orengo, despite at some point in early in their start of their political career, they had differed greatly, him and Raila Odinga, at some point when James Orengo started his own party and stuff. There was a bit hatred, a deep hatred between the two. Many people, the two groups clashed at some point, and it was messy. But later on, the two came together. They made ODM a party that has been strong for decades. Therefore, if there is someone who should be angry, or rather angrier, is James Orengo, and that is why he's so much concerned with the ODM. He feels bad that ODM now is going to the dogs, that people never wanted a good for the ODM party. The people now are calling shots by dictating who should be elected as the party leader, who should be ratified, so many things. And that is the reason why James Orengo lately has been referring to himself as the the acting party leader of the Orange Democratic Movement. Many people questioned, many people criticized him, saying that he wants to take an opportunity, is an opportunist. But according to what he's explaining, and or rather what he explained on the Nairobi Review, it's so evident, very evident, that James Orengo does means good for the country, does means good for the ODM party. Because as Raila Odinga died, UDA started infiltrating the Nyanza region. You could never see a UDA t-shirt in Kisumu when Raila Odinga was alive. But lately you could see many people walking with the UDA t-shirts, UDA caps, and no one cares. Because Luo Nyanza was purely ODM stronghold. ODM stronghold. There is no party that could exist in the Luo Nyanza. Not now, when Gladys Wanga has realized how much William Ruto had played her. Yeah, and she knows that if William Ruto fields a candidate against her, she will not win. And that is why they are so bitter. Initially, no one could be wondering, rather no one could even be stressed about zoning in Luo Nyanza, because it was obvious. Any party that wanted to field a candidate, that candidate would get 0 vote. That candidate would be frustrated and embarrassed greatly. But right now, they are fighting for zoning such that they retain their position as ODM party, because now people don't trust them any longer. People have lost their interests. I don't know what you think, but you can give me your comment down there in the comment section. Let us discuss, let's talk politics. Perhaps that can form a basis of whatever we're gonna talk in the next video. If you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing.